Well, hello everybody. Hope you're having a great Monday night so far, and I hope you enjoyed the weekend as well. We have lots to talk about tonight, as you can see from our title. Long live the king! That usually means he's dead. He's not dead yet, so don't get your hopes up.
Whoa, spoiler with
yeah, spoiler. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about that to extinct rhinos. But yeah, as you can hear, yeah, I guess I'm always wrong today. But as you can already hear, Dustin's moving the mouse around. How's it going, Dustin?
I'm doing pretty good. I took off the beard.
Oh,
little less fur on me tonight.
But,
you
don't look so angry
good
anymore. Jeez.
No.
So
I'll see what I can do about that.
That won't take long.
Yeah, we'll see how the news goes.
Wait,
there's some great news.
Yeah, how was your weekend?
Pretty good. Didn't do anything. Played a lot of games.
Sweet.
And now back to another week of work.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I didn't do too much either. I had an eventful ride home today on my transit ride. Anybody who takes the C train or bus probably has some stories to tell. But yeah, I ran into a wild Karen, and yeah, maybe one day I'll show you the video because there's a video. Don't you worry. But
yeah. I was gonna say the audience. I have seen the video. It's true. It happened.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah,
I can say you were in a Reddit video basically. Yeah. If you post that, it could get some updates. I don't know.
I think I might. I don't know.
Find the right subreddit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I sent the plane scene as well. Yeah.
Is that public freakout? Material?
Is that still a thing? Public freakout?
I think it is.
Yeah. I don't know. Others. Probably posted on TikTok.
r/Karen probably is a thing.
But yeah. But anyway, I think we should get going here. What I guess we should be talking about the king.
I guess we should talk about the king.
Yeah.
What's going on with your king?
From the BBC, that is a British broadcasting channel. King Charles III diagnosed with cancer, Buckingham Palace says. So, we didn't talk about it, but just last week he went under some surgery for he had a prostate surgery. I'm not sure what that means, but I know what it means, but I'm not sure what kind of surgery went down to. But yeah, and then they come out a few days later and says he has cancer. He has a past. Now some people like him, some people hate him, regardless if he's a king. But he does have a past that is pretty disturbing if you look into it. But regardless, he is a king.
Just to be clear, I guess even this article is gonna say the type of cancer has not been revealed. It is not prostate cancer, though. I guess how do they know that?
Yeah,
it was discovered during the treatment for an enlarged prostate. So, but it's got to be somewhere in that area, then, right?
Yeah. I mean, maybe they took a blood test, right, and then they checked it, and then boom, they found out that he has leukemia or something, right? Who knows what kind of cancer it is? So, colon cancer.
Yeah.
Is it? I guess colon cancer is that very similar to prostate cancer? I'm not sure. I should tell you. As a man, you should probably know that, because that's something you should get checked for pretty soon here. Get the good old, Sorry for that graphic detail, but it's what you gotta do.
The king is beginning regular treatments on Monday, whatever that means. That's in quotes. And he's going to postpone public duties during the treatment.
So he's postponed. Yeah. Duties.
He's 75 years old.
So, yeah. Yeah, he waited his whole life to become the king. He's the king for less than a year. I guess over a year now. He's been over a king for over a year now. But yeah, he looks forward to returning to full public duty as soon as possible. So, do they remain hopeful? I know Prince William is on a flight home right away, ASAP. So, if there wasn't an emergency, would he be rushing home? But
well, I mean, he also would be, there would be news saying he didn't come and visit.
But they said rushing.
Probably feels
they
obligated.
said rushing, so not like, let's take flight in a day or two, right?
Well, they're going to criticize the speed at which you go, You always got to be criticized for something, so.
Yeah. No further details have been shared of the stage of catchers or prognosis, so it's not telling us who, what, or where. The information we get is that he has cancer. And not, look at him. Yeah. He looks like he looks pretty old. He looks pretty rough. Like, come on.
The Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry, who lives in the U.S., spoke to his father, will be traveling to the UK to see him in the coming days. Wait, is it the one you're saying is Russian?
No, there's Prince William. Prince William, I'm pretty sure. Cause
I was going to say, because this is not Russian.
I know.
Like Harry's taking his...
Yeah, Harry is, because Harry's not the next in throne. William's next in throne. right?
Is this,
So,
yeah.
why does it say anything about that? Weird, yeah. Oh yeah, he is there. Yeah, Prince William and the Prince go down. Sorry.
There's a constitutional mechanism for when the head of state is unable to carry out official duties. In that circumstance, counselors of state can be appointed to stand in for the monarch. Okay. So that's where they are going down this list. Queen Camilla would be first, I guess, probably.
Yeah.
Prince William. And then William.
Yeah.
So he's not even first in line to have to do the duties if the duties need done.
No, actually, I don't.
It'd be Queen, right? I mean,
I guess because he's still alive, right? So. But I don't think she takes over because it goes right to Prince Williams. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it says Prince William had also temporarily withdrawn from public engagements while he helped his wife Catherine, the Princess of Wales, as she recovered from abdominal surgery.
Yeah, they were both having like issues at the hospital at the same time, kind of. Huh.
Yeah, but he was saying earlier Monday that he would return to public duties later this week. So I guess or that is rushing to the UK.
So the king was seen at church service in Sandringham on Sunday, where he waved to the crowd and walked for about 10 minutes. Huh. Well, that's pretty good for a 75-year-old. Like, isn't it? Can Biden walk for 10 minutes?
It's questionable. We don't usually have a 10-minute clip of Biden. I haven't seen one in a while.
So no, but that just saying.
So he had also gone public about his prostate treatment with the aim of encouraging more men to get prostate checked. I think he's supposed to start that at like 40.
And yeah, it is a good idea. It sounds weird, but it is a good idea. Sure. But now there's a blood test to do it. Honestly, there is a blood. Now it's a blood test, which is just as accurate. Because
there you go. The thing you're worried about, them putting a finger in there, you don't have to worry.
But yeah, but like that, I get it. That'd be a weird thing. But if it's gonna save your life in the long run, you got to do it once in a while, right? So.
Yeah.
There's some. Is that
1 in 2 people in the UK develop some kind of cancer during their lifetime?
1 in 2 people. Holy shit! Yeah. What are they like? That's crazy. Yeah.
There are more than 200 types. The most common in the UK are breast, lung, prostate, and bowel. So it's top 4, right? It's right there.
Huh. That is super bizarre. Like that's pretty high ratings. So.
Prime Minister Rishi Sunak wished the king a full and speedy recovery. Who's that?
Their prime minister, I don't know. I'm prime minister of somewhere.
Oh, is that their actual president?
No, I don't know. So in Canada, cancer is 2 in 5, which is still pretty high, I think.
Yeah, that's 40%. 50% is in UK. That's just both pretty.
And it doesn't give me because America always gives me different stats. It says 18%.
Oh, we're lying.
And death. That's not what I asked.
Right. That's where we're skewing the number, and we probably won't show you the real number because it's probably 60.
Yeah, it's not giving me a great number, easy. Like, you think it'd be like the rest that should show it.
Rishi is a WEF stooge. Who's the WEF? The Wrestler Education Foundation. No, Wrestling Entertainment Foundation.
He's a WEF guy from somewhere, yeah.
Rikishi. I remember Rikishi from the WWF.
World
Economic Forum. Okay.
Yeah. World Economic, yeah.
There's so many acronyms that I just...
Yeah, there could be so many.
Some of them are reused.
What means what? Yeah, like, you could just put a whole bunch of letters together. My niece will text me. I literally got to go to Google to figure out what 3-letter word that could mean. And there's like 5 or 6 of them. Ooh. That I read it, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense,
Yeah, no, I get it. And I don't really have to communicate with people of that emote era or whatever. But I understand. I've seen other people do the struggle. This is a statement from the Buckingham Palace, Royal Communications. I don't care to read this to you.
Okay, yeah. His Majesty has today commended a schedule of regular treatments, during which he will be advised by doctors to postpone public-facing duties. That's it. I'm not doing any more.
Yeah.
My British accent is horrible.
His Majesty has chosen to share his diagnosis to prevent speculation, and in the hope.
Well, it's better than lying. It is better than lying, I guess.
Around the world.
Yeah.
Who are affected by cancer. Ends.
1 and 2.
There's no like sincerely.
Ends.
This is
ends.
Fuck. This is probably how they officially do it. But like, I would have criticized this the first time you did it. First time I'm seeing it, so I'm gonna criticize it. This is dumb. Like, this is official royal thing. You gotta be more fancy at the end.
Maybe that's what it is. Affected by his career, and it just ends. And maybe he didn't say ends. Maybe that's just how they do it at Buckingham House. Because that's old school.
Look at this header.
But that's how they finish. But maybe that's old English. Ends, right? That's how they show
like
ends,
Right, but like in my opinion, if you're gonna have a header this fancy, you need a footer that's at least close to this fancy, slightly less fancy than your header. That's just how things work. Your header and footer don't
open strong, finish soft.
You're wearing a suit jacket and no socks.
Yeah.
What are you doing? There's no socks.
But yeah, let's see what happens with the king. I don't know. I was upset when the queen died just because I've seen her forever and ever. But
that wasn't even that long ago.
Yeah,
this
no.
would be like
That was a year, and she's been the queen my whole life. She was the queen of England, whatever, my whole life. So of course I knew her and like all that. My grandma was a big fan of her. My grandma actually had dinner with her many years ago. You think it was sealed with wax? The letter, maybe. Huh? The stamp, like you know how they had that wax before? They used to.
Oh, with the you'd have the thing on your ring that you push your ring into, and then you know it's from the king.
Yeah,
the king has
and it hasn't been opened because the wax is still good, right? So
I don't know.
Maybe.
They probably still bad.
Yeah, they probably
crazy.
Unless it's just through email.
Like,
unless it's just through email, then it's like nope. So
they did not get the memo that those days are over.
No.
They're just like, look at this, by Sean Coughlin, royal correspondent.
Digital wax.
I mean,
I don't know how much longer the monarchy is going to be around for. Like, I don't know. Harry seems like he wants to be out. I guess William still wants to be around, but
all it takes is one.
Yeah, and William is next in line. So
yeah, well, maybe sooner than you think.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's crazy. Like he took over when he's 70 some odd years old, and now he's sick. I don't wish death on anybody, so like I said, I do hope he gets better, but
yeah, and obviously we don't know enough, anyways, because
it could be minor melanoma. It could be minor melanoma. I can't speak.
Well, it depends on what stage they caught it in.
Yeah,
or it could be
that still can kill you, but that can still kill you. So.
Malignant. It could be malignant, or it could be super early stage, or it could be the opposite. It could be like stage 4.
Now I'm thinking. Now this is just my thoughts. This is just my thoughts. I'm thinking because they haven't released everything that is bigger than we think it's gonna be. Like it's bad and worse than but that's just my thoughts. Because if it was good, they'd be like, "Oh, they caught it right away. It'll be good hopes." But if it's bad, they're like, "Oh, let's get him some treatment. We had to do it." Yeah, but he has the best doctors in the world, though, right? So
will we ever know until it's like? Basically, we won't know until he just dies. But otherwise, I don't think we'll ever actually get more.
They'll probably let us know sooner or later here.
I mean,
but yeah,
maybe he doesn't have to. It's his medical stuff, so
tell that to Trudeau. You fucking piece of shit. It's been more than 2 minutes.
I don't know what Justin's doing, but he's not supposed to be able to do that.
No, he's trying to make it so we have to give our medical information to get a job, to stay at a job, and all that. So, but yes, I think that's all I have on the king.
That's all I got. Good luck, King. We don't report to the king anymore.
I guess you guys haven't in 200 some odd years.
Yeah, we did a thing.
Okay.
All right, moving on. CBC. That's Canada, broadcasting Canada. Romance scammer reveals how he tricks women after failing to fool Go Public reporter. Psychologist says need to belong and motivated reasoning drive victims to believe online scammers.
It's sad.
Romance.
I've heard of this before. It's like it's super, super sad, but when I'm sitting at home chilling on Facebook, then I get a bing, I look up and there's a message. And it's some very pretty lady saying, "Hey, how are you?" I already know it's a scam, okay? Give me a break. Well, I don't know. Like, come on. There's no pretty girl. Actually, one time there was one, and she actually was real because I was going to play around for a bit. Then it turned out she was real. But she wasn't hitting on me. She was just saying hi. But anyway, yeah, so people fall for this and it's pretty sad.
This Nigerian man reached out to CBC News reporter Erica Johnson on Instagram, claiming to be an enamored 40-something American oil rig engineer. In truth, he was a romance scammer looking for a big score. Okay, name withheld. So he didn't want to give his name, but he's like, yeah, I was scamming you. So he was posing as an oil rig engineer. Is that?
It looks like So
I don't understand why. It's usually like a Prince or something, right?
But yeah, but everybody knows a Prince scam now. Everybody knows this Prince scam.
They just changed it.
That's all.
Engineers the new one.
They just same same thing, just different. So,
And I guess he used Bobby Brown. So when Bobby Brown sent me a direct message on Instagram, I knew right away he wasn't the real deal. A tall, handsome, 40-something man who said he'd found my social media profile and became enamored. Nice smile, he wrote. I'm Bobby Brown from Sacramento, California, USA. Currently living in Scotland. Working here as an oil drilling engineer.
So, one thing too, if someone says they're from Sacramento, California, USA, you know they're a scammer. Like, I'm sorry, like, no, but I'm wrong, but most Americans, they think the world's America. They think everybody knows everything. I'm sorry, but it's true. You guys like, oh, well, I was in Bliss Place. Oh, you don't know that? Anyway, so they're going to say Sacramento. That's it. They'll be lucky to say California, you know?
It's either Sacramento
or California
90% of the time, or 10% of the time California.
Yeah.
0% of the time is it any combination of more
all
than
three.
one.
Yeah.
There's no time you'd even do two of them, really.
Maybe, but Sacramento, California, USA. Nope, it's a lie. Hey, gameplay. So.
And if you're gonna say U.S. at the end, it's just U.S. You don't even say USA.
Yeah, and again, most people don't put U.S. USA here, right? So.
Yeah, we're lazy. Okay, so this is like a report right here that you're not real. And then, why are you in Scotland now? Like, that's a weird jump.
Okay, but yeah, because he's working there.
Oil drilling engineer.
Because they want you to think like that doesn't make any sense. Actually, use it to the I don't know. Okay, I'm sure there's more to the scam.
Usually, I delete messages from strangers who reach out on social media claiming to be soldiers, surgeons, or like Bobby, oil rig engineers. An uncannily high number claimed they are widowed. I suspect this online Romeo was running one of the most popular cons going, the romance scam.
Yeah.
All right, so with Valentine's Day approaching, Go Public asked the Canadian Anti-Fraud Center, CAFC, for statistics on romance scams and received some staggering figures. Okay, hold on. Are we not going to finish the story?
I don't know. Is it not going to finish the story?
How? Because this started with the reveals how he tricks women. So, like, we need to know that. All right, so romance scams are responsible for a lot of the highest financial fraud losses in 2023, according to CFC, costing 945 victims more than $50 million. That's crazy. How much is that per person? That seems high. How much are they netting per? Each person lost an average of almost 53,000. That seems really high. I don't have 53,000 to get scammed out of.
Yeah, luckily for me, exactly. Right, good luck with that.
You get squeezed out of that.
And that's the thing. I don't understand
how make believe amount of money.
I don't understand. Like, I guess what, but I don't understand how they could just literally send their money to people like that. Like, you know, like when I buy something online, I'm not sending that money, I'm not sending that $5 each money until I get there. I was gonna say e-transfer, but you guys call it something else in the States. So, oh look at that's okay. Have you ever heard of the website This Is Not a Face?
This is the photo used by a romance scammer pretending to be Bobby Brown. And truth, he says it's a picture he stole from a German Facebook account.
Hey, can you?
But no, I have not heard of This Is Not a Face.
Here, look at it. This is not. Just Google This Is Not a Real Face, and when you check it out, then open it up, please. Just want to show you how uncanny this can be.
This is not a real face.
Yeah.
And do I just go to the actual thing? This person does not.
Yeah, this person does not exist. My bad. Yeah, they changed it. This person does not exist.
All right. Let's check. Let's take a look.
Yeah. So that's not a real person. So you can put the age or anything, but you can just generate. But that's just a generate. So refresh item.
I just got started 80. So let's just go ahead and get another random person.
It's not a person because they're not real. That's AI generated. That is 100% AI generated.
Here's a true and real image of Frank. Yeah. Right here. Yeah. Nope, that's not Frank. That's
But what they do is isn't that uncanny though? Like those people look real. Like if you look over here,
something going
you can see. Yeah, you can see it's all fucked up there because it's all messed up.
Fucked up because it's trying to like put you in a situation.
Yeah, exactly. So it does screw up once in a while, right?
Better background.
Yeah, look like
this background's pretty messed up.
But isn't that insane? How you can actually just like this is it? Like that does not look bad.
That one's pretty good.
That looks pretty kind of real. Pretty kind of real. Yeah. But that
it's not real. This person doesn't exist.
But you don't even get one photo, so that's a thing though, right? Another thing is if they never want to FaceTime you, if they never want to call you on the phone, that's a big flag too, you know what I mean? So
now that being said, this guy is real. And I believe we have a
someone's just jumping in here.
Yeah, we have someone jumping in with us here, and this is a real photo that was taken from a German Facebook account. But
And
Oh, Jermaine.
just give us a moment here. We're welcoming Jermaine onto the show. Let's see if we can get him pulled in here.
Yes.
All right, so let's see how he wooed me. Okay, I think this is where we were trying to go. After Bobby introduced himself as an oil drilling engineer, he explained he was working in Scotland on a short-term contract and had a 9-year-old son in a military boarding school in the U.S. Can I have your mobile number? He asked right away, claiming that his laptop battery was almost dead, so he'd need to switch to texting on his phone. Over the next couple weeks, Bobby asked for my number repeatedly. I learned later that he was worried that if one of the many other women he was corresponding with reported the phony account, Instagram would shut it down.
Hey, Dustin, can you angle your camera just a little bit if you can?
Like downward?
Yeah, okay, thank you. Jermaine came in and messed up my whole friggin'
All right,
layout.
there we go.
Welcome, Jermaine. So
Let me
hey, sorry, I had to put
let
it
me take a look here.
late
Oh, okay, I
at
see what you mean.
a previous
Kinda-
meeting.
yeah, is
Kinda
that plain
cool.
opposite? Imagine seeing that picture. If you push it up, you'll see someone that looks exactly like you. That's probably true. You put your own. You could probably put your name. You could probably put everything in. Not your name. Your name, the age, gender, like all that stuff, right? Let's see. So gender. Go male. Yeah. So go 35. Caucasian.
So you can't get that detailed.
Okay.
This is gonna take a while to get me or you.
And me. Okay, not me. But yeah, that's not a real person. So.
And okay, that's me.
So there,
I
yeah.
nailed it. Good.
Okay, that's
So-
all we are, but
It's not as detailed as you would hope, but I bet there's other ones out there.
yeah, there's
where they
probably
could be
bigger,
good.
better ones out there. That's just the only one
Yeah.
I know of, right? So
All right, so Bobby Brown tried to get the phone number, so I still don't know what the thing is. So within 2 weeks, he was calling me dear and sweetheart. He came on pretty heavy, and his English didn't always make sense. Well, you are really an interesting woman. I would love to be a part of you.
yeah,
I want you to be mine, and I want to love you till the end of the world. Okay, Bobby, calm
okay,
down.
yeah.
Oh,
2
he
weeks
got that
in?
Riz. I don't know what you talk about. He got that Riz.
Am I just not good? This is Riz? But
I don't. Again, I remember. I think we did see what Riz meant, but I don't remember what that means. So
That means women are enamored with you. Women like you.
no, what? No, I never heard. I don't think that's what Riz
Game. Have you heard of game?
Yeah, but that's
Riz is the new word for game.
okay.
Look, you don't have to like it, but the kids decided Riz, right, Jermaine?
Already.
Yeah.
Did you have a vote?
Look
I didn't
here,
have a
me and
vote.
you about to.
All right. So did this? So this guy just wrote an article how he wasn't scammed by this scammer, pretty much.
He
all
was
right, so-
scammed. He just don't want to admit it.
Or she.
In the meantime, Bobby
Bless
sent a
you.
photo of what he claimed was a street in Edinburgh where he was working. Only the cars were parked on the wrong side of the road as people in Scotland drive on the left.
Ah.
Oh, rookie move, Bobby.
Yep. Again, yeah,
We
exactly.
made small talk and asked him about- At this point, she's just going in to
Yeah.
figure out what's his whole play here. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out too, like, where's the scam? Where
And
do you want
I've done
people
that
to-
with scammers. I do. I've
Yeah, I
been
just wanna know,
live.
where are you gonna
You've
do it?
watched me
Where-
do it. I used to go live and catch scammers, but
So we made small talk. I asked him about his favorite meal, which he claimed was macaroni and spaghetti with garlic.
What?
What?
so
Kinda-
macaroni and cheese. He probably meant with garlic.
That's
Macaroni
maybe,
and
that's two
spaghetti.
kinds of noodles. Otherwise, I mean,
To each their own, right? Maybe
and no sauce.
they like this fiber, garlic sauce.
He
So,
likes the spaghetti noodle to go inside the.
like that's a
macaroni noodle,
heartburn ready to happen right there. That's all I know.
and then the garlic coagulates, making the little noodle stay inside the big noodle.
To prove he was legit, he sent a photo of a staff ID card bearing his name, Bobby Brown.
Well, he also sent a photo of a pasta dish.
Yeah.
Later, he told me he Googled popular American foods to find an answer. He must have misunderstood the results.
Yeah.
So that's how he came up with macaroni and spaghetti with garlic, is he just Googled it and was like, oh, there's some words. It'd be like if me or you did that.
So yeah,
trying to find
he sent a photo of an ID bearing his name. It wasn't Bobby Brown, but that's the name she's going by. Said he's only. Oh, there it is, right there. Maybe it is Bobby Brown.
Well, I mean,
So-
Hold on. Let me.
it said he was an oil spillage controller for an oil and gas company based in Aberdeen. Oddly, the signature below the photo looks nothing like Bobby Brown.
Oh yeah, so he just copied it. Yeah,
look
so.
at this. This is
horrible Photoshop that. Yeah, look at
no, I mean,
Oh, no,
where's the bees?
And if you look
See,
at
like 4 of
look
them.
at the A, look above the A. He didn't even crop that properly. So hey, teamwork, Team Wolf, appreciate it. He didn't like that's a horrible crop job, you know. Like, look at that. Like, yeah, everything's off. Everything is off now.
Let's state ideas like that. That's my thing.
What? What do you mean?
And this
I didn't know
photo
that.
is supposed to match this photo. Okay, so this is also supposed to be him.
And
I guess probably the same photo.
yeah, I'm bad at that stuff. But
Again,
they probably found his card. Somehow found it when you working there. I don't know.
oh wow! At the 6-week mark, the dashing oil engineer proposed.
On
Will you
RIno.
be mine? I want you to own my heart. I think this love will last forever, sweetheart.
Okay, now if there's any women listening out there, if your guy ever gets you a cheap ring, you cannot get mad. He sent a fucking emoji as a ring, okay? An emote. So just saying, like,
An emoji of a ring. I mean, that means you're hip.
yeah, hey,
You know?
yeah, hey. But at least if somebody goes out of the way, tries to buy you a ring, appreciate it, please. So, but
All
yeah,
right, finally, I've reached my limit, though. I've been waiting to see how he planned to convince me to send him money. Now I'm ready to hear the truth. So
Yeah.
This is what I was waiting for, too.
yeah.
I would just like to have an honest conversation. I write, will you do that? Silence. Then blue dots appear on my phone as he types. They disappear, reappear. Finally responds, you're gonna hate me.
Stop. Wait a second. When you're on Instagram doing a live chat, does it show 3 blue dots?
I don't know.
No, okay, just because she's on Instagram. No, that's an
Some
iPhone.
kind of dot.
That's an iPhone, but the guy, okay, just sorry, that just seems, I don't know.
I don't use Instagram or an iPhone.
This
so I
whole
got
thing
nothing.
sounds fabricated to me now, just after that. But go on, sorry. You saw the 3 blue dots. My bad, so. Then they disappeared. You're going to hate
Much
me.
surprised he agrees to talk.
Well, thank you for the follow.
All right, so Yahoo boys. The phone line is crackly. His voice barely audible. I've dialed a number with the area code for Rochester, New York, but the scammer says he's rigged the phone so that he could talk to women from where he actually lives, Oghara in southern Nigeria,
Yeah.
with a population of about 290,000. It's evening there, and he says he walked to a deserted field where no one can hear his conversation. He says he's 27, the oldest of several siblings. Tells me that 6 years ago, his father lost a good job and had struggled to find work. His mother was pregnant and out of work at the time, he says. We had to sell our house to survive, he tells me. His voice cracks. If he's lying, he's doing a convincing job.
Okay.
Poverty's ways. Okay, so this is the scam then?
So no, the scam was
this
he realized he was caught, so he's telling her why he did the scam. So he didn't go far enough for the scam, but he's trying to have sympathy because she caught him out as a scammer. I don't care if your family lost your okay, sounds bad, but yes, your family lost your home, you lost everything. But guess what? So you can rip other people off because of that? That's bullshit. What? No, you don't scam. You don't like. I actually, because I used to scam. I mess with scammers all the time, and they try to rip me off thousands of dollars, and I actually make them think I send them money. I send them pictures and stuff, so they think they're gonna get the money. Then as soon as they click on them, I get their address, not their address, their IP address. Then you go from there. But they always have the same story. Oh, well, times are tough. Times are tough. They're stealing $2,000-$3,000 a day from people. And they're keeping that. No, they're taking $3,000 a day from seniors, from your grandmother, from my grandmother, from everybody, you know? And that's what it is. So what, you know, like, I don't know. It just, and then they want sympathy? No sympathy.
So he says he became a Yahoo boy. I don't know what this is.
A Yahoo boy? I don't know what that means either. Some kind of...
You got a spot there?
Right. But yeah, so the boss would take half their earnings, he said. So he's working for somebody? Exchange. So what's going on? Yeah, is that what it is? It's his job? I'm confused here.
They were required to catfish. So they pretend to be other people online, seduce foreign women, win their trust, and eventually convince them to send money. And then the boss would take half their earnings. So he was working for some place that did this.
Yeah,
after his
someone.
dad lost
Yeah.
his job.
But, so yeah,
I mean, of course, he's in a bad situation, so that's why he's doing something like this. But
I don't know. I still
So
don't
it
have.
doesn't
I
excuse bad
don't.
behavior.
I don't. Yeah, that does not give you a pass.
Obviously, your circumstances are an explanation for why it's happening.
And
not
the
necessarily
way I
an
look at
excuse.
it, and every time I've caught a scammer, every single time, what I say to them is they are talking to me, but their English is not that bad. In fact, their English is better than most people's online. Okay, they have talent if they can come up with these. If they have the way to come up with these scams and all that, why don't they take that and put that to something good? There's lots out there that can do other than ripping people off. So, and we can't hear Jermaine. So.
There he is.
No.
Well, how are they supposed to get the how are they supposed to get the capital to do the to actually do something with their talent? They need to get capital.
Okay, so they take your mom's life. They take your mom's life savings because of whatever.
My
Boo-hoo.
mom married.
That, okay,
Yeah,
doesn't
but, like,
matter.
after
Okay,
they
it does
take-
not matter.
after
You
they
know what
take
I'm talking
one
about when I say
ladies,
that.
They go
Yeah.
ahead and take a second lady.
Yeah.
Wasn't that first lady's the capital? To do
Yeah,
something
so
different?
that's 60. They take
I mean, the thing is, these
$100,000.
people
Some of them
move
get
on and do more
100 plus.
and take another.
They said what, $53,000?
Half of them have to be-
$53,000 in
Top,
Africa
right?
goes years.
Yeah,
You know,
saw
like
these numbers up here. The 53,000.
that goes
Thing up there,
years in
yeah.
Africa, not just friggin'.
God
Like-
damn, how far up was that?
It's pretty far because we've been going on for this about a bit now. So
Yeah, $50 million for 945 victims, 53,000
You know?
on average.
yeah,
So after one
But most
victim,
of
that's a
them-
capital. Can we stop?
I know, but
Rahul.
some other people, they get into it, but then they figure out that their boss be holding the pay, and the whatever place they in take all the money.
it doesn't
Because we're
matter.
not just
You
talking
know
about
you're a
person.
scammer. You know you're a dirtbag, and then they want to just rip people off. And I'm sorry to keep interrupting you. I have no sympathy for thieves. I have no sympathy. These people have
these-
screwed people over, and they sit back
Yeah.
in their riches in Africa, and then they sit back cheery. So,
All right. So the
but come on, sorry, Jermaine. I cut Jermaine off. I did cut Jermaine off
Oh,
again,
okay.
and I will let you finish now.
I'm not saying that is right, but also half of them get forced into it. Now, I'm not saying all of them, because you're not just talking to one person.
Nope.
You're talking to about 5 or 6 people. It just depends which one pops up. It's just like it just depends. 'Cause
Yes.
You're never usually talking.
It's like
But then
messaging
you
a
gotta
company on
remember-
Facebook over a few days. You're talking to several people, yes, because it is a business.
And you also have, what would you say, the financiers in the U.S. that are also
The money
the
mules.
money's getting sent
The
to,
money mules, yeah.
and they're taking most likely almost 50% of that.
And they should be no. Actually, no, they're
More.
not. Most of those money mills, they get Actually, most of them should be smart enough, but they're in this thing, so they're getting a little bit of money. They think they're doing a business. They think that they're working for somebody named Joe Blow's Money Giveaway. That's just a name I came up with, clearly. But then they're working for. They're like, oh, well, I'm gonna get sent this much money to my PayPal that I gotta put in my bank. Then I gotta turn in Bitcoin. Then I set it in here. And I get to keep 10% of it or whatever. They think that's legal, even though they must know it's against the law. And then they're the ones that get busted because you can't track Bitcoin, but you can track PayPal.
So, anyways, this one they actually finally got the method. This is a really long article. They're not using Bitcoin for theirs. They're doing another one that's pretty common. They
Gift
ask for photos of Apple or iTunes gift cards, then use the codes on the cards. Which are virtually untraceable. I mean, it's a card.
I know it-
Nothing.
But they
Shit.
usually take it. They usually take it to that one website that you can cash in
Yeah.
on gift cards.
Yeah,
That
Black
should be
Market for
practical at that
cash.
point.
Yeah, you could buy like a $50 gift card there for like $20.
and
They want the cash.
Yeah, exactly. Jermaine, one day I'll let you know before I go live because I'll do it. I some days I'll sit back and I'll track 6 scammers down, get their IP address, give them I can't ever get their main house, but I can usually get the streets in the same area. And it's fun. You should sit there and you should watch me one day and do it. It's actually really, really fun. But then some of them will talk to me afterwards because I don't call them names. I actually try to treat them with respect. I get their information. I get the meals information. And I'm not going to tell you what I do with that, but we go with that. And then I'm like, hey, man, you should probably get a better job. And some of them will talk to me. Some of them will block me right away.
So he lies to him and says he needs it for his phone or for his kid's phone. I said, and keeps sending them every 3 days. He gets them to where they're just sending it constantly.
Yeah.
I guess that's how you end up with the large amounts of money. Is it's just over time, and that's why it's a romance scam, because you just
They're
keep
so
staying in
yeah.
contact, but you just keep not being able to, be able to come and physically see
And
each other.
that's the sad part, because some people are so desperate. And some people are so lonely, even though there's 8 billion people in the world. But you know,
and
but,
it's psychologists say it's normal human behavior right here. So yeah,
it's they want to be loved, and then someone comes out and loves them, even though it's not real. They can't tell the difference because the person's so convincing.
So they're paying for a subscription service.
In theory,
to have
basically,
somebody
yeah.
yes,
sit
but
there.
they're being lied to. They actually think they're gonna have something out of this one day. They think that they're gonna have some American guy come over, and then it's not an American guy at all. It's some guy who could probably not even speak English, who will not even ever show up. He's just like ha ha ha, right? So,
Well, it's just their thoughts. It's just a subscription service.
Yeah.
You send me $50 iTunes, I keep on talking to you.
but honesty, you know what? I'm sure some people would pay that. I'm sure that you can set up a website for a whole bunch of lonely American women that's horrible to say, or Canadian women, but to talk to men across and vice versa. Vice versa. But this article is just saying Canada and America, not America. But that's like, set up a website like that. I'm sure people will pay that, like $10 a week.
But
you can call somebody.
There
right?
was an app. No, there was that app that that it would text you every morning. The more you pay,
then they
the
shut
more-
it off. Then people freaked out. What was that? Replica.
He sends a picture of his son in a hospital, all photoshopped, but saying, "I need $3,000 immediately." Just how you can get a big influx. Those gift cards don't add up too quickly. You need.
And some people some people, especially if they're talking for a while, they make you feel like you care about your kid, and all those pictures are fake. But then you really want to save their kid, and then they send them the $3K, and that's that.
So we do got some tips here for detecting a romance scam. Fraud experts warn people to be on the lookout for the following red flags: when someone you haven't met in person professes their love to you. That's weird.
That's just one drunken night on the internet.
Right, but
no, that's just one visit to a campsite.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, don't send money to a campsite you can't afford to lose.
The person wants to quickly move to a different mode of communication, like email, text, or WhatsApp, Google Hangout, etc. Yeah, they always will try to get you a third party app, 100%. So.
Yeah, and that's most likely what the people on the campsite, because you remember they sit there, they spend $100, $200, and then they don't want to half it with the company. So they'll be like, "Can I get your phone? Well, if you spend this much on this site, I will sell you my phone number."
If they always have an excuse not to meet up in person. Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things I was saying. You're never going to actually end up meeting the person. If they're a scammer, you'll never meet them.
Okay, sorry, this happened a long time ago. This happened when I was 18 years old. Like, internet was not new, but I was around. This chick started messaging me on MSN. She lived in my city. So I'm sure, she wanted to meet up that day. And I went and met up with her. Hung out with her and all that. Didn't do anything. We just hung out for the day. The next day, she sends me a message. She wants me to co-sign a car with her. She was like, "Hey, would you like to just co-sign on this car for me?" I'm like, "Yeah, no, thank you. Good try, though. Good try."
You done took her out on a $200 date.
No, it was the most awkward thing ever. She says, "Come to my house." I go there. She lives at home with the parents. Okay, whatever. We're 18, whatever. Then we hanging out, and it's just the weirdest thing ever. Then she made us go shopping because her parents like, "We can't leave you two alone," because they're religious or something. And it was a really weird situation.
So they in on the game.
No, maybe, right? So I don't think so, but it was pretty weird. But yeah.
You just fell in. She just typed some random.
Yeah.
Username.
Here's my bank card. Take it. Like, I have no money, so good try. The individual claims to live close, but says they're working overseas. That also happens with selling as well. Trying to sell stuff on the marketplace and stuff. But yeah, be
No,
careful.
they be renting people houses out here.
Yeah, they do.
Find the
Receive
address.
poorly written and oddly phrased messages. He did that up
Yeah.
above with the weird way of saying
Yeah.
the USA address thing.
They distress or
Act
angry.
distressed,
Yeah.
angry to guilt you into sending money. That's
Yeah.
the hospital one
Yeah.
there where
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh shit, the surgery, you have to help now." And I'm suddenly poor, actually. I decided.
If the individual discourages you from discussing them with their other situations, your friends or family, it's an attempt to isolate you from those who may be suspicious. Yeah. But then again, I've seen people being told they have a romance scammer. They're like, you're being scammed, and they still keep sending the scammer money because they're so far gone, right? So it's sad.
Yeah, there's
but
psychological stuff, motivated reasoning. We put more weight into evidence that supports our sense of reality, and we're more likely to disregard evidence pointing to the contrary. We are confirming what we want to believe. Yeah, it's self-fulfilling biases. Like if you're biased, you want to be biased, you can be biased. Especially if you go out and use Google, you could find whatever you want.
But yeah, this
Just
article
kinda
just
look
keeps
hard
going on and on. Like, holy shit. So, I think it's almost time to move on. I'm not sure.
Okay, we're at the end.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Erica,
Yeah.
knock it off with the novels.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I don't know.
It's a good topic, but we didn't have any time to really banter too much other than the story Mike told. But
And me keep
Damn.
cutting everybody off, but you come on the banter, you must know that's gonna happen. It's like,
look, we got a good one
Okay.
here for Jermaine. I got this story just for you.
well, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Gizmodo. Meta warns investors that Mark Zuckerberg is so good at fighting, he might die from fighting. The CEO of Meta may look harmless, but Meta lets its investors know that Zuck is hell-bent on death. That's what
Okay.
it says. I didn't write that. That's what it says.
Okay.
So, here he is. Here's the...
he
God
needs
of
to get out of
death.
the sun more. You know, like,
No, that's a normal complexion, isn't
is
it?
it? So, I don't know.
he lives in he lives in Hawaii.
So-
He has half an island. Okay.
Yeah.
If you live in Hawaii and are this pasty, yeah, you probably need to be outside
Yeah,
a little
so-
bit more. Otherwise, why are you in Hawaii?
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
He paints himself white, so
Is that
Alright,
so-
so the CEO of Meta may seem like a mild-mannered man. He's soft-spoken. The corners of his mouth often turn upwards into something resembling a smile, and he's polite. But it's all a disguise. Mark Zuckerberg lives a life on the edge. Meta even said in its latest annual report that its CEO could die because of his dangerous lifestyle.
Ah,
They put
Well,
this in
that's-
their annual report.
well, that can't be good for the investors, you know?
Probably
So,
not.
look here. It's just in case Mark needs to go back and buy some more shares. He had to talk shit.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
He has PR team talking shit, so the price will go down, so he can buy some more shares in his own company.
Maybe. I mean, he's also apparently doing some jujitsu shit.
yeah.
UFC shit.
That's why Elon Musk and him wanted to fight.
I mean, it looks like he's making sure he's ready in case that
Yeah.
ends up happening, right?
Yeah, that would never happen. Maybe, but I don't
Mr.
think so.
Zuckerberg and certain other members of management participate in various high-risk activities such as combat sports, extreme sports, and recreational aviation, which carry the risk
Okay.
of serious injury and death. I
Huh.
mean, yeah, that's shareholders should be concerned, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Not do it?
Yeah, I guess, right? So,
You know?
gotta live your life, I guess, right? So,
Our CEO is willing to die in this cage.
so,
Meta is sending a clear message to anyone who steps to the ring with Zucker.
so is he fighting somebody then, or what? So,
Maybe.
shortly,
Well, it'll probably be a
what is
rookie one.
it could become
Anything
unavailable
will
for
pay.
any reason. Meta stock went through the roof Friday. The company had 200 billion to the company's market. Wow, one
So
single
they
day.
come out and say this, and they make their stock go up. from
Isn't
this?
that insider? You know, like I don't know. So,
Well, no. The insider would be if your trades coincided with knowing this. When
Yeah, I
other
guess
people
so.
didn't know this. This sounds like they announced it, so everyone knew this.
200 billion. That's crazy.
But also,
so.
it's just them saying Zuckerberg's going to die in a cage. Why does
Yeah.
that work?
So,
Because they don't want him to be the CEO anymore, most
Yeah.
likely.
he can
And
be the
then his
owner.
wife has to take over.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know much about what's going on with that. I knew he's a fighter, but
Apparently, Ted Cruz interrupted him a bunch, so maybe
Yeah.
Ted Cruz could fight Zuck. That'd be fun. I'd watch that.
Huh.
He's not slathering up ribs with Sweet Baby Ray's or taking Lex Friedman to Pound Town.
Well, is this
You can
because
also find Zuck flying planes.
is he mad at Ted Cruz because Ted Cruz called him out for allowing certain things on Meta? So
Well, probably. I guess it sounds like he interrupted him. I don't.
Yes,
I didn't watch
'cause-
the interaction.
because I saw this video and I'm gonna paraphrase as much as I can, I guess, of it. But Ted Cruz is like, see this picture, and it was a picture. It's like what you're searching may have some disturbing, may have some illegal content. Do you wish to continue? The answer was learn more or yes. So you're like, the question was like, if you look up kids in baths, it'll come up with this. And then Zuckerberg was like, well, Ted Cruz is like, why is it there? Mark Zuckerberg was like saying, oh, it's so to inform the people. He's like, but why is there a button to continue forward? You know, like he should let talk, but Zuckerberg clearly didn't know what he was doing. He clearly fucked up knowing that there's a button to say, yeah, let me look at this stuff anyway, even though it shouldn't be a hashtag, you know? Again, that's as much as I know about it, but
Yeah, I'll have to watch the clip because usually Ted Cruz is a moron.
no, he was being a dick, don't get me wrong.
No,
But-
what he did was he went and put it up in there. That means the Secret Service should be flagging it.
I don't think it was him that put it up in there. So. And that's a good deflection for people saying, oh, well, you should have been looking at it anyway. It's like, yes, but why is it there? Why is it available to be looked at then, you know? It should not be on the site.
Well, you shouldn't have been-
If X can shut down Twitter, or if Elon Musk can shut down Twitter because there's some fake nudes of some friggin' singer, they can fucking get the fucking child porn off the internet, you know? But they don't.
They didn't shut down Twitter.
They made it so you can
where
search it.
couldn't
They made
search-
it, yes, they made it so you can search it. That's it. Make it so you
They
can't
made it-
search
they-
it. So,
And then they took that down, and that didn't do anything.
But
So
yes,
when you
'cause-
say they can do that, they didn't do that.
but
and
they
you
did
can't
do that. Yes, they can do that.
So
It's
you
that
say-
simple. Yes,
All they
because
did was make it where you couldn't search Taylor Swift.
yes, and people
That's it.
and people freaked out about it. It's
So
not that
how
hard.
do you translate that to being able to do what you just said?
The key words that people look up. It's not that hard to find out. There's
So you
algorithms, all
think
that
that
shit.
all child porn is posted with keywords?
I'm not sure all of it, but if someone searches
So
it,
that's all you need.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
yeah. So then that's why
I mean,
they
I feel
write
like
off
you're
and
gonna
flag it.
miss some
So.
child porn out there. People can do things without putting in tags.
But you know what the whole thing was with the thing now? How many kids were killing themselves because they were getting sextortion on Facebook and Meta, Twitter, YouTube were doing nothing about it. So, and when
Right, but pointing to the Taylor Swift answer and saying do that.
but they can't. But
That's
that's
retarded.
How's that retarded?
Because it didn't do anything.
Yes,
it didn't
because they
fix
put it
the
back.
Taylor problem.
Yes, but they put it back. If they left it off for a week, I'm sure it would have done anything. You couldn't search it up. It was like, oops, it went wrong.
No,
They
you
probably
couldn't search for literally Taylor Swift. If you were to type TAYLR
yeah
Swift, it would work. It worked.
yeah did it. So
Or if you do Taylor SWFT, it worked.
did it show that every Taylor Swift
They were
post?
literally that lazy.
So yes,
You could still
exactly.
search for it,
The
just not
word
with that
lazy,
exact
keyword
phrase.
lazy. You just said lazy.
did-
So there's a
they
way
did-
they could have done it. So
They did. Well, it wouldn't even be entirety.
so
Because like I just said, you were still able to find all that content.
yes.
It didn't stop anybody from getting to the content.
But,
It's not an answer. There is an answer, but that ain't it.
but also having something that said, "Would you like to continue?" is pretty messed up too. When they're clearly looking for searching something they should not be searching.
That's the Ted Cruz thing.
Yes.
So I still need to see.
I really wish you could pull up the like friggin' here. I'll
'Cause
try.
I don't know
To,
what you mean. Like when you Google something, or like what do you mean?
1 second.
Would you like to continue? I don't even know what you mean by that.
Don't search it on your computer.
no,
now.
I'm looking up. I'm not. Fuck off. Ted Cruz.
So wait, Ted Cruz is trying to figure out why you can't. Or okay, so it's on Facebook. There's a link that takes you out of Facebook.
1
to go
second.
somewhere.
Just no. It's right on Instagram's page. 1 second. Let me find this here.
Because that could just
Mr. Zuckerberg,
take
does
you to
Facebook
the,
consider itself a neutral public forum?
the list of the people who
Okay.
questionable. No.
Just so we can look this
Right.
up. Just so we
Like
hear.
if it's just a link from one platform to off the platform.
No, it's not. That's not what it is. So
pretty common.
okay, that was it. Okay, that's a 100% different story. Here, I just posted it today's stories. You want to open it up there?
Wait. You trying to get us shut down by Discord? You already know Discord been on that thing.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Senator, we consider ourselves to be a content that what we do. Familiar with the specific.
Well, Mr. Zink, our
Bing?
deep motto recruiting initially
Are we going to Bing?
Yeah. Is this not going to show it? Of course. Oh fuck! I should have shown it right away. You
In
think?
addition to that, Facebook
Is
has
this it?
initially shut down the Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A?
Appreciate Zuckerberg. Does Facebook consider itself a neutral public forum?
Senator, we consider ourselves
That might not be
to
the
a
right clip.
platform for all ideas.
Okay. Yeah, that's not the right
Let me
clip.
ask the
Let's.
question again. Does Facebook consider itself to be a neutral public forum? And representatives of your company have given conflicting answers on this. Are you a First
Well-
Amendment speaker expressing your views, or are you a neutral public forum allowing everyone to speak?
Just plead the fifth.
Senator, here's how we think about this. I don't believe that there is certain content that clearly we do not allow, right? Hate speech, terrorist content, nudity, anything that makes people feel unsafe in the community. From that perspective,
I think this
that's
is
why
the
we
right clip
generally try
anyway,
to
so I
refer
guess we're not
what
gonna
we
find
do
it. Sorry.
as-
I think he talked for like an hour in Congress, or so. I'll try to find the right clip so I can show you.
Say, I plead the fifth.
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard that somebody said fifth thing. I don't know who that was.
that was him. That was him in our chat. That's what it was. So, but yeah. Anyway, here.
I thought I heard it in the video in the background.
Nah, I did. I said it.
Oh, you
Plead
said
the
it.
fifth. Look here,
This
I'm
is
always
pretty
pleading the fifth. You
It
ask me a
sounded
question while I'm
real.
in court.
It could have been a deep fake.
Yeah, it could have been a deep fake. Yeah. Okay, I don't
You
know
sound like
why.
his lawyer.
I don't know
You're
why
his
it's so
lawyer.
hard to find that friggin' clip of that. Like, I typed in Mark Zuckerberg, Ted Cruz, Instagram chat. Like, nope. But whatever. It's too late now. Okay.
I'm not specifically aware of
How
those.
about any Democratic candidate for office?
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
trying to see like, hey, are you trying to keep some conservative shit off your platform? And
Which is, yeah, okay. But yeah,
which is, we're technically
Wait,
just
so
talking
if that
nonsense.
question, if that question did come through and he was saying all that, so he's saying that the child thing going on there, trying to keep off the Republicans off there because it's not the talking.
okay, this had nothing to do with Republicans and Democrats at the time. The question was that, and Mark Zuckerberg came back with a reply saying that, yes, because he said there's a button to learn more. And he's like, that's because I think he was going on what Dustin was saying, yes. But clearly there's, so some hashtags that could have it, minor, yes, maybe have that learn more or continue. But when it's clearly someone looking for something, and that's what Ted Cruz was saying. He was, if you type in looking for something directly, and I'm going to be careful because YouTube is pretty picky saying it. If you type in something directly, it should be like, flag your computer right away. Just like you said, don't type that in. Don't look that up. Exactly. There's a reason you shouldn't Google some things, right? So. But yes, I don't have anything else on Meta.
No, that's all I got.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I
just
got
for the
to
record,
say,
I don't want it to be where people are watching my computer like that. That sounds like a terrifying world you want.
We're not watching your computer, but like, I hate to say it,
Look,
if you Google how to build a bomb, like that's just ruined our YouTube channel. They're probably gonna be like, okay, maybe we should keep an eye on that guy.
You know how stupid that is? Because
So.
what if I type in Minecraft space how to build a bomb?
Yes.
Because there's a recipe for building bombs
Yeah.
in Minecraft.
Okay.
So this is why I don't
And
want that,
power.
because it's going to be used as a
It's
weapon
always
for really terrible reasons. It's not going to get who you think it will. It's going to get people who are looking for Roblox shit.
Yeah, those are just the future ones, the future criminals. Come on, it's like the Minority Report. So you just look at the.
We'll leave it to the actual police agencies to handle crime, and we'll leave it to Facebook to handle having a platform. That's about all we leave it to them to do.
And Facebook is pretty
The
horrible.
police can
Meta,
use Facebook if they want. It's
Meta,
available for
all
them to look at.
those companies are horrible. Meta,
If they wanna
TikTok,
go out
all
there
that,
and
all
find the
garbage
crime,
apps. So
If it's rampant on there, they can go find it on there. Have fun, law enforcement, but you won't.
alrighty, what do we have next?
All right, next up, CNN. Jurors conclude first day of deliberations in manslaughter trial of Jennifer Crumbley, mother of Michigan school shooter. You guys remember this one? I think we did this
So
one.
this, oh yeah, because he killed the mom, then he went and killed a whole bunch of kids, right? I don't think we. I think this.
No, this is the trial of the mom, so she can't. Be
Oh no,
dead.
the child, the mom. Oh,
she's on trial
for manslaughter. Okay, no, I don't know this one. Then
this is the one where she basically said, "Lol, don't get caught next time." When he bought bullets.
Okay.
The son was like buying a whole bunch of bullets for his guns, and he got flagged, and she's like, "Lol, don't get caught."
I don't.
So this is the one where he did a mass shooting, and they're trying to figure out, well, was she complicit because she basically just didn't care.
Yeah, I don't remember. I didn't see
that he was doing it. I'm pretty sure we did it on Borderline Banter.
I can't remember all the articles, bro.
Yeah. So this is, I think, a follow-up.
Okay.
Yeah, she looks like a woman who would.
It's kind of crazy, yeah. About her kids.
Yeah.
In the manslaughter, so she's being charged for manslaughter, though. Is she gonna be able to get manslaughter, though?
I don't know.
Because that would be pretty hard. Because she was. Now, if she was
complicit because she had a gun in the reach of a child, hypothetically.
But that's, yeah.
So this says the novel case stands as a test of the limits of who's responsible for a mass shooting. So this is kind of novel case meaning new.
Okay, yeah.
It's going to decide new legal ground. So there's not really anything to point at. And that's why it's like, well, can they do that? Well, we're going to find out.
Oh.
You know?
Crumbley,
can you be a negligent enough parent?
Crumbley, 45, has pled not guilty for 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter for her role in the November 30th, 2021 mass shootings.
I thought before they
Oxford High School.
Somebody, like a child or whatever, because he shot somebody. It wasn't at school, I don't think.
I don't know.
But he shot somebody, and then the parents were liable.
So each of those, I'm not sure. Each of those charges, there's been so many shootings. Each of those charges can put up to 15 years in prison. So up to 60 years. The jury of 12, 6 men, 6 women, deliberated for more than 6 hours on Monday and asked 2 questions for the court. First, the jury asked the court to clarify language in the jury instructions. The jury sent a note telling the jury to reread a specific. I'll try it one more time. Specific. Yeah, sometimes I just can't. Section of the instructions. Okay, cool. That was not much help. Second, the jury asked whether they could infer anything from evidence or witness not present at the trial. But I don't know what that means. Can infer anything from evidence or witnesses not. So they want to. I don't get it.
They want to hear parts from other witnesses.
Yeah, but if they're not,
we're not in this court case.
Okay.
So it says specifically the shooter or those who could answer how he got the gun. So basically, they're saying that nowhere at the time of the trial did they present how the gun came into the kid's possession. So they're asking, can we just infer? And the judge said no.
No.
So both questions are useless.
Yeah, but that's So.
So they will resume deliberations Tuesday morning. So they are still deliberating. We are waiting to find out.
Grossly negligent.
Yeah, she can get negligence, child negligence, negligence causing death, maybe. But for her to get
there's no picking another charge at this point.
I know there's not. I know, but all I'm saying is
charging somebody again.
They could, but they can't. They can though, can't they?
They're deliberating right now.
Yes, but if she's found not guilty, can't they bring up other charges like they did Alec Baldwin there?
They'll probably just try to. Well, if the judge is in charge,
because like new evidence shows up, right?
Throw it out.
As far as I know, declining to do charges and going through with charges are definitely different. It's called double jeopardy.
Yeah.
No. They can do it as what is that? There's a phrase for it.
But double jeopardy is like so. Go on, sorry, my bad.
No, there is a word that they could say. The judge could say, he without prejudice, whatever. One of them, with or without or whatever, is a sensitive word because if they say one of them, you still can get. They can come back with different charges or back with the same charges. At that time, they just don't have hypothetically enough to charge you with it.
I'm not too sure, but
with prejudice or without prejudice. That's whenever the judge can come back. Well, not the judge, but prosecution can come back
Okay.
with a better
So
case.
that's in the case of a case being dismissed. This case is not being
I
dismissed
know
right now.
right
It's
now
being
it's not
deliberated.
being, yeah, right now it's not being dismissed.
And I don't think the judge
But
can jump in after the jury and say, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! I don't like your answer. I'm actually
Yeah.
gonna dismiss it instead."
I know,
So.
but there's still phrases they probably could put in to where they can always come back.
Yeah, I think I've heard that word jury on both sides. If the jury plays him guilty, he could come back and get a crown. Maybe that's in Canada too. I don't know, but I'm not sure. I've never been arrested, never been charged. So until that day, I guess we don't know. But yeah, so what do you think? So what do you think the progress, in your opinion, what would you call that charge if she knew he was going to do it?
What?
Well,
Like, what would you call that charge? Like, I just don't see how they're charging her with.
Do I think she's guilty of this?
Oh, probably. I'm not. That's not the question though. It's like, what should the charge be though? Because involuntary. I think we looked this up before. Involuntary manslaughter is causing something without the intent to cause it, right? So, like drinking, driving, involuntary manslaughter, which should be
it'll be the same thing, the same charge like they do whenever there's a shootout, when they charge everybody with the same charge because they cannot figure out which gun
hit who. So
shot who.
yeah.
Well, not only that, even if they can't figure it out, if somebody kills somebody and you're involved in the crime, it's like the felony assault thing where everybody's charged with it. Everybody gets that same shit.
Yes, like.
That's how they apply it in those cases. So if you're gonna apply it,
But she wasn't at the school. She wasn't at the school, so she wasn't at the scene. So.
No, but you don't have to be you don't have to be on site to be part of the heist.
But again, but Americans, again, I know America, you guys love your guns.
Desk, I'm still part of the heist, and if somebody dies as part of the heist, we all get a murder charge for the heist. Even the dude who's back home with his computer is just monitoring. They get the whole heist crew for murder.
That's why you don't want them to know where you live.
So I think
only
murder.
if one of them snitches.
Hell,
That's
you're talking about giving her a lower charge. I think this isn't. I think she should be a higher charge. Involuntary manslaughter? No.
Yeah.
Give her the same charge that the son got.
So I just don't see.
This is literally the lady that says,
Hey,
"Lol, don't get caught."
Yes,
And then
do.
this kid
Again,
went and killed his fucking classmates. So yeah,
How-
no, maybe she's guilty.
How
Yeah.
old was the kid? Because he probably, it just depends.
15. He was
probably still
15
got
at the
life.
time.
Okay, good. I didn't see this
Oh, yeah.
in the article.
You just,
yeah, 15 at the
I
time.
just saw you. Was there where you scrolled yet? So
Yeah. We didn't get to this yet. This is the prosecution argued she is responsible for this because she was grossly negligent in giving a gun to her son Ethan, who was 15 at the
okay,
time,
that's
and failing to get him proper mental health treatment despite warning signs. Over a week of testimony, law enforcement officials, school employees, shooting victims, and those who knew Jennifer Crumbley testified for the prosecution.
okay. So that's I did not see.
So that's their
you
argument.
said when you said she said law about the bullets. Okay, but now she gave him the gun. That's a different story now. Okay, she handed him the gun. That is
Yeah,
crime
and then
there.
he bought a
Was it
bunch of bullets and
handgun
got
or
flagged.
a
And
shotgun?
Yeah. It doesn't matter what kind of gun it was. It's a gun. So, right? So.
I know that, but I'm just trying to get the concept of, was it a gun that hypothetically she could legally give him?
Yeah, because
'Cause there
shotguns
is,
you can,
like,
right?
rifles.
Rifles you can. A kid's allowed to own a rifle, are they not?
Depends.
for
What
hunting
state?
reasons,
What state though? Too though, right? So,
hypothetically.
Well, yeah, it varies from state to state. That's why I said depends.
yeah.
Depends on how old the kid is, what state he's in, has he had the training courses if they're required. There's a lot of things.
Okay.
In many cases, the answer is going to be yes. Unless you're under 14, then in many cases the answer is going to be
So I'm sure we'll follow up more on this story.
so the defense, I mean, are we going to tell both
yeah,
sides or
I
just the
guess.
prosecution side?
It's the prosecution
Jesus.
side. Fucking hell.
Yes, the defense argued the blame lay elsewhere. So this is how trials work. They
Yeah.
both argue, they're deliberating, so we've got to
Yeah.
hear both sides.
Okay.
I know we've all decided she's guilty. I think. Defense
She looks
argued the
guilty.
blame lay elsewhere on her husband for improperly securing the firearm, on the school for failing to notify her about her son's behavioral issues, and on Ethan himself, who planned and carried out the attack on his own. Defense attorney Shannon said the case was dangerous for parents everywhere.
Okay.
Can every parent really be responsible for everything their children do, especially when it's not foreseeable? No one's saying everything.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Okay.
saying
So
yes.
the school now
Those
the
are
schools weren't reporting his outburst. That's an issue, but that doesn't still give her the reason to give him a gun. His own, if he has mental health issues, he clearly can't mentally think for himself. Therefore, yes, you shouldn't give him a gun and let him shoot somebody. And blaming the dad for leaving it out. Did it say?
Yeah, on the husband for improperly securing the firearm.
But that.
Well, I mean,
But it says
why
up
is it his
above.
fault, not her fault?
But it says above that she gave it to him. So
Well, yeah.
regardless if it's
So
secure or
wouldn't the
not,
son be
she
responsible
gave it
for
to him.
securing
So yeah, okay.
And
No.
wouldn't, I mean, why would the husband be responsible if he
Yeah.
wasn't even involved in the? She gives him the gun. Husband's over here. Why has he
Yeah.
got to come over and secure it? Right?
Yeah.
This is their defense, though. They're like, look at all these other people I could blame.
Yeah. So.
No, all it's
Also,
gonna do is
Crumbley.
be a blaming game back and forth.
Well, yeah. Crumbley herself took
And
the
they're both
stand
gonna
and
be
said,
charged.
"I've asked myself if I would have done anything differently, and I wouldn't have." Testified.
Yeah. Fucking
She
lock
has
her
no
up.
remorse.
Lock her up. No remorse.
No
Yeah.
remorse is definitely not going far for me.
No. Lock her up.
What a
No, they're
dumb thing
probably
to go
gonna
up there and
charge
say.
both
No.
with the same charge.
Her
Husband and
attorney
wife.
looks pissed. She
Yeah.
knows she's got an L.
Well,
Look at that.
See, the attorney again. Some people get mad at the attorneys. Attorneys are just doing their job. That's their job.
Yeah, but like, look
They're-
how
yeah.
angry.
I know, but
mad
yeah,
this is. Like,
because
seems
sometimes,
like she knows the
sometimes
end
they
is
have to
there.
defend legally. They have to defend somebody they don't want to be defending. That's just.
She
what it
looks
is,
like she
right?
thinks
So-
she's gonna get away with this.
Yeah, no, she's not. So
Yeah.
I actually now that I've heard
Hold
more,
on, go back up.
I checked my mind pretty quick there. That's insane. Usually I hold my
Go back
ground
up
much
real
longer.
quick, Dustin. Heck, the
Yeah.
goddamn attorney looked guilty as fuck too.
She looks pissed. We
Yeah.
talked. Yeah,
She's
she's
like,
This is
I'm
mad,
not
so-
the team of an
Really
innocent team.
Yes,
This
because
is not the word
no,
we're actually fine.
if your client just went on the stage and said, "I wouldn't have changed anything," damn right, I'd be pissed too. It's like, no, lie
She
then.
look at her
Lie
right
on the
and
stand and
like-
say, "I wouldn't have handed him the gun." It's not that hard. But oh well, I
Yeah,
guess.
they're both getting charged with the
So-
same thing.
The
He
husband
should be-
James
yeah.
is scheduled to go on trial on the same charges in early March.
Yeah.
So, but
So you got
So-
the-
now,
the
okay, we'll
husband's
have to
getting
look.
the same
We'll have to look
charges.
more into him too, because it says above that she
Yeah.
gave him the gun, not him. So
Well, yeah. And who was it saying that?
it says above that she handed him the
Okay, that's the prosecution's
Yeah.
argument.
yeah.
But also, when we looked here at the top, we had the jury asking two questions. One,
Yeah.
can they infer how the gun came into his possession? Apparently, the prosecution's arguing that she gave the gun but showed no evidence.
Okay.
So this is why they were asking, can we take
Okay.
that?
Yeah. Ooh.
And the judge said no.
So why?
So you're pinpointing a detail that the judge said don't use
That's not.
to the
Oh,
jury.
that's harsh.
So
Because
let's remove that and think about it.
if
a
that's the
little bit.
case, now we got to figure out what happens to dad. Because if the dad says I wasn't home right now, and my wife when he grabbed the gun, unless the dad's just I don't know. It's gonna be
I
a
want to get baby.
it's gonna be a pretty hard pretty hard trial there. So all right. So anyway,
But yeah, they go into detail about what happened.
there's the four that were murdered,
We really
the four
wanna go
kids,
into.
and there's a little piece of shit who killed them all.
He looked like he crazy.
Yeah, he does kind of.
His
He
mom
looks,
don't know what the dad
you
looks
know.
like.
So when they say she should have known about his mental health issues, as an example, he sent a series of texts to her in the spring of 2021 in which he said there was a ghost or devil in the house and pleaded for her to respond. He also texted a friend that he had told his parents about the hallucinations and asked for help, but his mother laughed at him.
What a cunt. What a dirty cunt. She laughed at him. If that's a true, fuck her. You know what? He did it, but with parents like that, what do you expect? You know?
She said they were just messing around and joking.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Your kid's going through an episode. You don't start messing around with them, you know? Aren't we supposed to care about the mental health of kids? You know?
We are. So second, the prosecution accused Crumbley of gifting a gun to her son and improperly storing it. Surveillance video shows she and Ethan went to the gun range and took turns shooting on November 27th, days before the shooting. Mom and Sunday testing out new Xmas present, she wrote afterwards on social media. So, I mean, does this social media post, can you infer that she gave the gun to him?
Oh, that's what it sounds like. Almost.
That's what they were.
But hey, it says
I
mom
think she
testing.
gave it to him
It
here.
doesn't say he gave it to her there though. It says new, but it says testing out testing out his new Xmas present. Okay,
His new Christmas present.
and that's a very important, not ours. It says his. Yeah, okay,
His new Christmas present. So it's a gift from someone.
yeah.
I mean, I'm convinced he was given it, but
It says the,
may
it says the shooter was given the
be
murder weapon by
unclear
his
if they can
parents,
infer that.
and the parents are still sitting here on trial today. So did they both
In
hand
her
it? Like,
testimony, well, maybe. So in her testimony, Crumbley testified that safely storing the gun was her husband's responsibility. I just didn't feel comfortable being in charge of that. It was more his thing, so I let him handle that. I didn't feel comfortable putting the lock thing on it.
So she took it
How
out.
she know what she had to put on it?
Okay, so she took it out, and then she didn't want to put the lock on, but it's his responsibility. Okay, no, like.
Did
I
he
want
get
to know what the
to?
husband looked like.
Well, yeah, and I don't
That's
know the
pretty
beginning. We'll get
biased.
him
Like,
when he gets his
see,
article.
come on, Jermaine. Like, you can't. Like, she looks guilty, yes, but
No.
yeah.
No, because if they took her to the gun range, when she got home, if her husband wasn't home
Yeah.
or whatever, then who was supposed
And
to
if he was at work, now just again, we don't know, but if he's at work, he comes home, he's gonna eat supper, have a shower, watch TV, and go to bed. Not run to the gun safe and be like, is my gun safe locked? You know? She clearly opened the gun safe. Why can't she close it?
and unlock the gun with a key that she has possession of.
Yeah. All right. What else is on the table tonight? I think that's all we have for. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all we got for that one, I think.
This
We'll
one's
obviously see more.
This is a crazy one. From AP News, a woman stole a memory card from a truck. The gruesome footage is now key to an Alaska murder trial. Yeah, that took pretty deep. So, a thief stole a memory card, and apparently there's something on there that she wasn't supposed to see. He looks
Whoa.
like a killer.
Whoa,
He
hold on, is that
looks like a serial killer. Like, I'm
This
sorry.
is Brian Stephen Smith.
Yeah.
He's got 3 first.
Another
names.
Smith! Another Smith! What back-to-back Smiths? So, yeah.
And here he is again.
Yeah, Brian Stephen Smith. What the frig? Is that the chick who stole it? Right?
This is
how am I
the
supposed to
sister.
know?
Oh, one of who was murdered, yeah. Okay, so I kind of reread, but yeah, a woman with a lengthy criminal history, including theft, assault, and prostitution, got into a truck with a man who picked her up for a date, in quotation, near downtown. When he left for her alone in the vehicle, she stole a digital memory card from the center console. Now more than 4 years later, what she
It
found.
sound like
Sorry.
I'm about to say. It sounds like that there's some additional stuff. You're about to say that it like 2 weeks or whatever that she done had this memory card. She ain't try to pawn that shit off.
Man, we'll find out. Now, more than 4 years later, what she found on the card is 4 years later. There you go. Card is a key to a double murder trial that's set to begin this week. Gruesome photos and video of a woman being beaten and strangled at a Marriott hotel. Her attacker speaking in a strong accent as he urged her to die. Her blanket-covered body being snuck outside a large, snuck outside.
Luggage.
Yeah, large luggage cart. In my movies, everybody always dies. The voice says on the video. Holy moly! What are the following followers going to think of me? What are my followers going to think of me? People need to know people are going to know when they are being a serial killer. Killed. See what? Sorry, what the heck? That's just such a weird sentence.
People need to know when they are being serial killed.
That's just such a weird sentence.
It is such a weird thing to say.
About a week after she took the SD card, the woman turned it over to police, who said they recognized the voice and that of Brian Stephen Smith, now 52, a South African native that they knew from prior investigations.
Okay.
So yeah, like even criminals have hearts. Like she's like, yeah, I should probably turn this in. Like she's a thief, but no, wait, is she gonna get charged for the theft?
I'm not sure. So Smith is pleading not guilty to the 14 charges, including first and second degree murder, sexual assault, tampering with evidence, in the deaths of Kathleen Henry, I guess. Oh, and Veronica Aberchuk. Those must be the people that were on the video and shit, right? They were reported missing in February 2019. 7 months after they last saw it. Well, who waits 7 months to?
Well, sometimes it depends on the lifestyle. You go a long time without seeing people, right? So.
Oh yeah, okay. They were both Alaska Native women who had experienced homelessness. So I get that sometimes you're not in contact as often when that sort of stuff is happening.
Exactly, right? So
they're from small villages in Western Alaska. Alaska's not a lot of people.
So this woman's lucky. Freak, she could even killed, like the last images on the card were taken early September 6th and showed Henry's body in the back of a black pickup truck, according to the charging documents. Located data showed that at the time that photos were taken, Smith's phone was in the area of Rainbow Valley Road. Along the highway south of, I don't know that word, my bad, I can't pronounce it. The same area where Henry's body was found several weeks later. So yeah, he filmed it.
Oh, okay, so they were able to use that to find
Pinpoint,
it.
yeah.
Actually did find the body, so that's why it's gonna be a slam dunk trial.
Yeah, exactly.
He's pleading not guilty, but I think it's a rip.
Yeah. Like you said last episode, we should always plead not guilty. So,
you should absolutely
so,
get your day in court. Otherwise, what are we doing here? But what about this other? You said like the lady who stole the SD card.
So anyway, from a photo of he has it with no prompting. He tells troopers in the bathroom, "I'm gonna make you famous." What? Director Anthony Dunloop said during a court hearing last week. He comes back and it says, "You guys got," I don't know what he's talking about. What? You guys got some more time? You want to keep talking? And then he disclosed this other murder. Oh, so he.
Oh, he's doing that thing where he's trying to become a famous serial killer.
Yes. Okay. So.
Okay.
So what he trying to do? He's trying to get his own movie. That's what it sounds.
Yeah, which he probably will, but.
They tried to get the memory card not included in the trial. Apparently, they failed. Yeah, unsuccessfully.
Because they're probably trying to say it was taken illegally, right?
Evidence.
Yeah, but they're trying to say that it was taken illegally, right? Because they're like, how can you use evidence that was taken? It was stolen from a crime scene, right? I mean, it was stolen, so you can't use it. But I'm glad they'll use it. When we returned the card, initially she claimed she simply found it on the streets, and it wasn't until a second interview that she confessed she had stolen the card from Smith's trucks while trying to get the money from. Well, he tried to get money from an ATM, and she had it for a week before giving it to police. So yeah, she didn't want to admit it that she stole it because she's scared, but she did admit it. So yeah, but
like it's a crime where she found that he did a way.
But you know what?
Crime,
that's something where they're gonna be like, you know what? We're not gonna charge you. I hope they wouldn't charge you because that would be bullshit if they did, right? Like, so it's gonna make people see stuff like that and not want to step up. But they did not. It looks like they're not charging her.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing anything where they're saying they are.
Yeah.
Trial's expected to last 3 to 4 weeks. Scheduled to begin Monday. So this is a ways to go, but like, I think this one's
slam dunk.
I wouldn't hold your breath. I think we know how this one is.
Yeah.
The man's is guilty.
Man's is guilty.
Let's see what happens. What state is this in? Alaska.
Is
there a death penalty in Alaska?
I don't know.
The jail, you may get frostbite because you already know they ain't putting heat in that like they should be.
True. I mean, they don't down here, and there. I mean, your Alaskan weather's got to be terrible right now, right?
It's
Yeah.
I assume they also have a death penalty because why not?
Alrighty.
Okay.
They also pay you if you move there. That's only what the streets say.
Just don't. If you're gonna be traveling through Canada, do not bring your guns because they will seize them at the border.
Yeah. Gotta be safe out there.
All
right. Next up, your favorite.
Now from Fox News, Nikki Haley makes a surprise appearance on SNL. Hits Donald Trump's mental capacity. Competent. My bad. So.
Same thing.
Yeah. Haley posed as a Council South Carolina voter during a mock CNN town hall.
Concerned.
I'm fucked up. Yeah, I'm done. Maybe I'll stop reading.
Counseled.
I don't know what's going on today. My bad.
Well, you'll just pick a word. I'm not sure where those words come from exactly.
Back to my speed reading days, I wasn't very good at it.
Pull a word out.
So yeah, pretty close.
Consider it.
He posed a concerned. I say council, I think, but I can't stand Nikki Haley.
Nikki Haley was on SNL. Did either of you see it?
Nope. I don't watch that. I don't watch that stupit show.
It's SNL.
Yeah, no, but I know it was okay a little bit when it first came out back in the late 80s, early 90s, but after that it went downhill. Like, now did Alec Baldwin play Trump? Oh wait, never mind. He's not allowed to play Trump anymore. But yeah, Nikki Haley's a joke anyway. She's just a friggin' Democrat with a friggin' red dress on. And SNL is a very.
I don't know what y'all doing in these other states, She looking dusty and crusty.
Oh, she's not doing good. No, like she's a horrible
Alright.
person, but that's just my
So
opinion.
she,
No, you don't see
Haley's-
that jawline on that.
Oh, yeah.
God damn.
I mean, it's pretty pronounced.
She drank a lot of vodka in her life, wine and
So
vodka.
as a
so.
concerned North Carolina voter or whatever, she stands up and asks Trump, "Why won't you debate Nikki Haley?" We've already talked about why they don't have
Yes.
a debate with Trump.
What's the
There's
point?
no reason
Yeah,
for Trump
yeah,
to show up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, okay. Oh my God,
Do his
it's
own
her.
town hall.
The woman was charged of security on January. What? Okay. The woman who was in charge of security on January 6th. It's Nancy Pelosi. Ha ha ha, yeah. Because he made a joke. He did something back in the day. A few weeks ago, he got the names wrong. Didn't make a joke. He got the name wrong. Austin Plain, Trump responded, reinforcing that former presidential's confusion between Haley and former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi at a New Hampshire rally. Yeah, a few weeks ago.
Funny how the thing you said is exactly what the sentence
What do
went on to say.
What do you mean? Oh yeah. So
Yeah, it's referencing the previous
Yeah.
situation where Trump couldn't figure out
Yeah.
who was who.
now
This has
there's
been a few times.
there's rumor that he kind of did that on purpose, but
No, he
just
didn't.
but yeah, I get names wrong all the time too.
No.
It happens.
No, there's just
Yeah.
this loyal crowd of people who want to defend him, even when it's
But-
dumb things
yeah.
like an 80-year-old's memory.
But see, the thing is, I'm 35 and I forget people's names, so I can't
Right.
blame that on old age. You know, it happens. You know, like
Right, and it's not like if he gets something wrong, it's the end of the world.
And
The problem is there's a bunch of people who think nothing he does is wrong,
Yeah.
and then go out of their way to make things that are definitely wrong not wrong.
and vice
And the rest
versa,
of us are like, why are you
Yeah.
doing that?
and vice
Just
versa.
admit
Same
it's
with
wrong
Joe
and move on
Biden.
like
so-
the rest of us already did.
And that's the same. That's any way you
And
look. It's like
no,
that,
it's not
so.
the same for Biden.
It is.
There's not a cult like.
Oh, there is a lot of people like where they pretend. I don't know. They still
There
seem
is
like
a distinct difference, and as an
So.
American, I would know
Yeah.
there's a difference.
I know from the sidelines it looks here. It's like, oh, I'll make fun of Biden because he's like, sure, all the middle, blah, 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 blah. And people cheer. And people are like, oh, well, yeah. It's like, everybody fucks up. Joe said the wrong names before, right?
No, those every single time he has a gaffe, it's a fucking news storm. Every time. What do you mean? Literally every time. But what do you mean? Like he's not president now? So is that what's supposed to happen? You have to get fired?
What do you mean?
Or like what are we saying? Like is supposed to happen? Because Biden's definitely fucked up. He's been called out for
yeah.
fucking up.
So, yeah.
What is supposed to happen to? Because he's been called out every single time.
Yeah.
What else do you want?
Nothing. He's that'll be called out.
So when Trump fucks up, he gets called out.
Yes.
And people come to his defense for no real reason.
But Trump said a
because
lot more sillier things and they called him
when,
out on
when
that.
Biden
It's
gets
like,
called out, we just move on to the next thing he fucks
Yeah.
up, and then he gets called out for it, and then we move on to the next thing he fucks up. But with Trump, it's you can't move on to the next thing. You have to defend this thing for some
yeah.
reason. Not you, but the MAGA people
Yeah.
think they have to stop and defend it. Why? And I don't think the Biden people stop and defend it. I think they just go.
But to be fair,
they just ignore it.
To
and
be
move on.
fair, I don't really think there's that many Biden people. There's just non-Trump people, and that's what it comes down. I could be wrong, but
I just think ignoring and coming up with excuses and defending something are different.
Look here,
So-
look here. They almost 75 out here. It's about time for them to start catching some dementias.
yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the thing I said. He's 80. Why are we even coming up with an excuse? Yeah, he fucked up. He's an 80-year-old. His memory sucks. It's an 80-year-old's memory. I'm a 30-something-year-old and my memory sucks. Like Mike said.
we smoke weed though, so that's probably.
Well, do you think
Donald
you don't
Trump.
think Donald and Joe?
Donald
maybe
Trump.
did away?
I don't think so. Maybe Joe.
Maybe not
Actually,
weed,
I don't even think Joe.
so-
I don't even think Joe was into drugs, but. So.
Look, you can never know who is.
Yeah.
And I will say Donald Jr. has looked very, very
Mm.
sweaty and red a lot of
Yeah.
times on TV.
Yeah,
Like he may have
yeah.
just done something.
You say the same for Hunter. We saw him at the White House that one day.
You
But
got
yes.
some booger sugars. The sugar.
I don't know if you're a politician, kid. You should probably be very careful about that stuff if you're gonna do drugs.
So
But yeah.
Haley also asked, "Are you doing okay, Donald? You might need a mental competency test." This is still in their SNL clip.
Yeah.
He said he aced the test and added, "They said I'm 100% mental and I'm competent because I'm a man."
And they laugh.
This
And
is
they
SNL's,
laughed. Yeah.
and then the laugh track.
Yeah. It's
like that's what SNL calls a
Yeah.
joke, by the way. I'm
Yeah.
sitting here still reading it like that is the punchline.
Yeah, that's not
But
funny.
I don't get it.
Yeah, it's not. Nope. And then she'd be like, ha! No. So,
Trump went off on an attempt to give Haley a nickname and said, "Nikki, Haley, Joel, Osmond. We call her Sixth Sense. Remember that one? I see dead people."
yeah.
Yeah, that's what voters will say. they see you and Joe on the ballot. Haley responded, "What? Oh, because they're so old, they're basically dead people? I don't know. People. That's, again, not a very good joke. I'm just going to critique the joke, SNL. Not good.
Yeah, no, they're not that good, right? So, right.
And I don't think going on SNL is going to give her that push.
No, because, well, I'm not, I could be wrong here, but I think most people who watch SNL are Democrats, and they're not voting for a Republican anyway, so.
Yeah. So at the end of the sketch, it ends with this. A reporter asking, I was just curious, what would you say was the main cause of the Civil War? And do you think it starts with an S and ends with a lavery? Haley responds, yep, I probably should have said that the first time.
But
So she's trying to use this as a way to
come back,
double down. Because she initially doubled
triple down. She's triple down, I'm pretty sure.
So she's untriple downing now.
Yeah.
With the SNL skit. So there you go. There's your other option.
But she is an immigrant, so I guess we should just saying. So
let me see the paperwork. Let me see the paperwork.
What?
There she goes again.
No,
That's all we can legally
her
say.
parents were not American. Her parents were not American when they had her.
Oh, okay. I'm not asking that.
Oh.
What country was her parents from then?
India?
Yeah, I think it's India. Because her real name's Nimrata.
Yeah.
Nimrata is her real name.
Yeah.
Nikki is her middle name.
Just we don't
because they are called Cajuns in India too.
Okay, just because she has lighter skin doesn't make her white, you know. Okay, a lot of Indians people look at people in Pakistan. They're pretty bright white skin, but they're still Indians, right? So the pigments just mean something else, right? So
I am just asking for for the other.
It's all good. Always double check, always fact something. But I know that she was born in America, but to a non-American parents. But yeah, I don't have anything else on Nikki Haley. I know we got 2 more articles here that we should probably try to wrap up. But what are you gonna say, Jermaine?
No, we need the Schwarzenegger back. We need the Schwarzenegger.
But yeah, he wasn't allowed to run for president. He was only allowed to be governor, right?
I'm pretty sure he could still be a senator.
Yeah, he could have been a senator, but he's done. He's done. No, he can't. You cannot be vice president. No, you cannot. You have to be an American born to be vice president.
You don't have to be a president.
As a Canadian, actually, I looked this up not too long ago, but you do because you could be president and you have to be an American, natural born American, be VP. Do you remember looking that up, Justin? We looked it up on the show one time.
We already talked about it.
Yeah, we did look it up on the show one time. You have to be a natural born citizen to be a VP. Even the speaker, I think you do, but I could be wrong about that. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah. Anything else before we move on, Jermaine?
Yeah, you want to put $30 in my pocket?
Canadian? Because trust me, it won't be worth that much.
Don't give me that goddamn Canadian bullshit. It's only $10.
Yeah. But you do have to be a natural born citizen to be VP. You wanna just prove so we can show who I'm watching, Dustin? Can you pull that up? I know we did before, but
does he not believe it? Do you not?
I don't think he believes this. No. Like, would you believe a Canadian?
I never believe Canadians.
Yeah.
They always speak in my money.
Yeah. No.
I don't know which part he doesn't believe. Which part don't you believe?
The VP, American. Has to be the natural born American. That is exactly why Arnold Schwarzenegger was.
I'm waiting to hear him say it. I mean,
no one's saying anything. I don't like silence.
Summary again and again.
But I don't like silence, so I'm gonna keep talking until something happens, right?
No, I don't believe.
What?
I don't believe the Canadian.
Yeah. Okay.
What about?
But it's true.
Which part? All right.
Okay, let's move on. Yeah, exactly.
You got to be specific, or I can't talk to you.
Yeah.
Cold War era rocket designed to carry nukes discovered in Washington State garage. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Designed to carry nukes. Did it still have any?
Yeah. I don't know.
You can buy them offline and have them shipped here. They had to go through customs.
U.S. military did not request a weapon back.
According to a police department.
Yeah, so. Huh.
Maybe they're saying, "Oh, you can keep it. You're a police department." They're not saying it's in a citizen's hands.
Maybe so.
Because the citizen died, right? That's how they got this back.
Whoa! Spoiler alert. So
yeah, I'm gonna spoil it.
yeah. Washington State attorneys recently discovered Cold
Just
War
go to
era
an army surplus store.
enter
You
rocket
can get you a tank.
sitting in a deceased resident's garage. Yeah, the military-grade rocket was designed to carry a nuclear warhead. Was uncovered by Bellevue Police Department officers on Thursday. According to police, the National Museum of the U.S. Air Force in Dayton, Ohio, called on Wednesday to say they were offered. Oh my God! To say they were offered the item. So yeah, so it's not going to the military; it's going to the museum. That's kind of cool. Good place for it to be. Neighbor reported the rocket was purchased at a estate sale. Huh? So what is the secret? The neighbor knew that the guy had it, and it's kind of neat. So, huh? Why to make news? I don't know, but that's kind of interesting. So, I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. There's anything else on there?
I'm trying to understand what the hell that just said. The police say that a museum was offered the item. Did they take it?
I don't know.
I thought we just read above that the police were trying to give it to the government, and the government said no. So did they try to give it to the museum?
Yeah,
or did
well,
the museum say we want it?
I don't know.
I don't get it. Like, and then they talk about the neighbor reported that the rocket was purchased in an estate. This is a clusterfuck of info.
Yeah.
That means it had to have paperwork done on it already.
Yeah.
Well, hey, here's more details about the rocket. Since we're not going to go into any more detail about what I'm confused about, I guarantee it. It's a Fox article. We're not going to say more. That's it.
Disguised to carry a W-25 nuclear warhead, and it is an unguided air-to-air rocket.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is this it? Hopefully, an image provided. Just an inert rocket. So this is it.
There's a hunk of metal, pretty much. It's not dangerous. There's no nuclear in it,
so
right?
That's what Amazon's using. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, just because there's no nuclear doesn't mean there's not a lack of explosives in it. You know.
The item was an artifact with no explosive hazards, according to the police. There's no fuel in the rocket, nor was there a warhead attached to it.
Right. So that's where I was distinguishing. The warhead would have the nuclear stuff. The fuel would not be nuclear. It could have the fuel and not the nuclear, and that's where I was distinguishing. They're saying neither were there.
Oh yeah.
Which is good, but both were a possibility. I'm not crazy.
Yeah. Well.
And that's why it was very clear up above that it said that there was not nukes in it.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, what about the rest of it? Still a bomb. It's still a missile. And the nuke part is the last part that happens.
So yeah, the military did not request it back, so police left the item with a neighbor to be restored for display item in a museum. So
yeah, and that's because it had none of what I guess that's inert.
So yeah, they're gonna sand it, paint it, and put it in the museum. Neat. So
cooler from this angle.
The rocket part.
Yeah, that's kind of cool looking. Like that does look.
Get that rebuilt to make it work.
Yeah, but they're probably gonna just put it.
It would be illegal though.
Yeah, that would be illegal then. So
you just got to go get the license to actually own it.
And to get the license too, right? So
the police.
Well, this is the U.S.
It's gonna be a long
All you
time
got to do
get
is
this
say that you're opening a company with rockets.
Hey, this
Mm-hmm.
this was used by American and Canadian military forces. There you go.
There you go.
That's why we did the story right there.
Yeah, production of the weapon ended in 1962, and around 3,000 rockets were made.
This is rare then. 1 in 3K.
Oh, that's he about to get multi-million.
That's cool. There's another one, right? That's what it looks like.
Yeah, this is one on display in Dayton, Ohio.
So.
Yeah, they need to send that to SpaceX so they can actually get a rocket up.
So.
Have it stay. You know, that's about the right body type.
Yeah. But yeah, anything else on this?
No.
Just work.
The World War II age fighter armament of machine guns and cannon were inadequate to stop attacks by mass formations of high-speed bombers. Ends.
There we go.
Remember how we did that at the beginning?
Yeah.
Ends.
All right.
Look, I don't understand why this article suddenly ends like this either, but I feel like it's very royal.
Ends.
Fox News to end it this way. Either way, that's kind of crazy that one of the Cold War era rockets just sitting in someone's garage, and that nobody cared except a museum.
Okay. Well, here's our last story here from CNN. From CNN, just 2 northern white rhinos are left on Earth. A new breakthrough offers hope.
And this is apparently what a white rhino looks like.
Well, baby, that was baby white rhino. Uh,
That's still in the womb.
well,
Yeah,
that's
maybe.
that's a drawing, right? Jad Sesco, like Scow, has just launched in Kenya. Oh my god. I can't, whatever that name is. Had just landed in Kenya when received the shocking news. The Rhinoceros here was arriving to check up on was dead. Aw. But heavy rains and had floods. Heavy rains had flooded. I can't do this today. Jesus, I'm not. You should just take over. I'm finished, man. I'm finished. So go on. I'm finished. So.
Heavy rains had flooded the animals' enclosure at the old Pejeta Conservancy, whatever, fuck that word, setting free dormant bacteria spores that killed her and another rhino in November, was discovered. But amid the tragedy comes a beacon of hope, one that might save an entire subspecies from extinction. Aw.
Yeah, that's super unfortunate. So.
This is who we're trying to save, right? So during Kura's postmortem, a 70-day-old male fetus was found in her womb. She had been pregnant. A couple of months earlier, scientists with the Biorescue Consortium implanted Kura, a 13-year-old southern white rhino, with 2 southern white rhino embryos, hoping that she would become a surrogate mother. Never before had a rhino been impregnated via an in vitro fertilization.
Yeah,
we knew that it was from the embryo transfer. It would be a huge breakthrough. Weeks later, DNA analysis confirmed that the pregnancy was the result of the embryo transfer. It was the world's first IVF rhino pregnancy.
Okay, so
There you go.
So the rival, but
So what are they gonna do? Have the other rhinos get pregnant with the baby?
Well, there's gonna be something we could look into that. So.
I mean, I assume they got a whole bunch of this stuff like in a cooler.
Yeah, they probably have a whole bunch of cool,
like,
100%. So.
Otherwise, yeah, I mean, you gotta get lucky, maybe. Otherwise, but yeah, they. I guess somehow they can take fetuses from a dying or dead rhino.
Oh yeah, only 2 northern white. So yeah, the only 2 northern white rhinos remain on the planet, or both of them are female. Last
yeah,
male,
that's why it's so huge.
And that died in 2018.
Because
so
are only female. They have to give
Yeah.
birth, or it's over.
that's it. Yeah. Oh, that's so
Or
sad.
they'll do it the old way. They can crossbreed. It'll be.
What do you mean? Oh, donkey
Not,
style?
like take the,
But that's not a white rhino anymore. Then.
The
That's-
embryo. No, it's the same thing. You
Mhm.
take the embryo, you impregnate it, they freeze it. You already know they freeze everything these days. And then they can go find a different species of the rhino or whatever, and that rhino should be able to carry that
Oh,
rhino, and it'll still be a white rhino.
it would be half white rhino. Because
I mean,
No,
If that were an answer, I think they would have done that way before now. For a lot of species.
Because I don't know anything about that, so I don't watch it. I can't say it won't work because I don't know. And oh, look at that little girl.
Also, here's somebody petting a rhino.
That's that is sad to see. Like
Nigen
animals.
and Patu.
Yeah, because a lot of people would kill these things just for the horn. They literally kill rhinos just for their horn, the ivory, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They're not wild. Yeah. That is super.
Nigen is 35 and her daughter Fatu is 24. I guess those are the 2 that are left. Yeah, the 2 remaining.
Yeah. What about the 13-year-old? They said, is that the one that died? And the flood?
13-year-old.
Yeah, because they said there's a 13-year-old friggin' rhino they inserted. Oh, Twin Gats, thank you very much for the host. Really, really appreciate it. So, thank you.
see,
Welcome, everybody.
Kura was the one they found dead.
surrogate.
Yeah.
Kura was the one they found dead that they had used the IVF
Yes, so she worked on her.
Right.
Just to catch everybody up, we are talking about the last 2 white rhinos on the planet and how they're trying to get them to have more babies. There's 2 females and they have a whole bunch of frozen male sperm. So yeah, welcome to this awkward conversation we're having. But yeah, so they have to try something because that is super sad, but like.
All right, but here's Jermaine's idea. They also are doing this thing where they're going to try to use the southern white rhinos.
Oh wait, so it's a northern white rhino.
Species to work.
Yeah. Everyone, if you haven't followed already, can you please give us a follow? We are only 19 away from our following goal.
Because if you get the embryo already impregnated, hypothetically, because they do it all the time, where the eggs already fertilized and everything. So it would only be the 2 genes.
Okay,
of
you're
the,
right. I like Phoebe off of Friends. Yes, okay, you're kind of.
Well,
I
look,
get
it
that.
still says white rhinos, and that's the important
Yeah,
part
okay.
for me.
Yeah. So
But for medical reasons, Najin and Fatu can't be surrogates. That's why they can't
Yeah.
just put it in them. It's not an
So-
option. That's why they tried somebody like Kura. So I guess that's the cool thing that worked out. I'm assuming there's more southern white rhinos available.
yeah. So. Well, but that's
Presumably.
unfortunate. It died though. That's the shitty part, right? So.
They just, eventually will get it to work.
Well,
right?
it died because of the floods. It didn't die because of the birth.
So yeah, they're creating these northern white embryos with the eggs from Fatu and sperm that was collected and preserved from males before they died. So they're, like Jermaine said, they're putting them together and then putting them inside.
Oh.
As long as it's close enough,
Okay.
it technically works. I guess they just proved at least. Although Kura's dead, so.
But but he's got a point because this is funny. We go to Friends, but she had her brother's babies, right? But it was the mom's egg and the brother's sperm in her body, so she wasn't even, other than hosting, she was just a host, right?
yeah.
Well,
it wouldn't,
yeah, I mean, but there's still a thing like where your body can reject things that it
Yes.
considers foreign, so you have to have that similar genetic material stuff. Otherwise, the rejection
yeah.
stuff happens. So
So yeah, if they can start freezing a whole bunch of those eggs, if they could still get some, and that way they have a lot of backup.
this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a row of people with their cell
Yeah.
phones watching up close people. And they
Oh,
got
because they're
picture
looking.
pictures.
They're looking for the heartbeat. I think they're probably. This is where they're checking for heartbeat. Maybe. I realize-
This is the biorescue team, together with officials from the Wildlife Service, examine Aramet, the southern white rhino, who is a candidate to be a surrogate mother for a northern white rhino.
Yeah. So.
Oh, so they're just checking one out that this might
Yeah.
be the next incubator since Kara is gone. Well, Aramet's next.
Well, that's cool. Science does help with some things. Like
And
it's
here's all the drugs that the police confiscated.
drugs. Oh yeah.
Yep. What is this?
Rhino
Skin
sperm.
deep.
It's
Is that
rhino
Skin
sperm.
Deep?
Yeah, that's skin deep rhino. That's a name. I don't know. It's on. It looks like it's on ice.
I mean,
So-
you're not wrong.
so-
Residents from the last northern white rhinos are preserved in
Oh,
liquid
look at that.
nitrogen. Now have 30 northern white embryos, and they're working on more. So they're
They are getting more. Okay.
They're trying to see.
Yeah. So that's
They
good.
got to
So.
select the next steps is select surrogates and implant them with them, and they expect it to happen within the next 6 months.
Okay. So there's hope. That's great.
Rhino pregnancies last 16 months, so within 2 or 3 years, we'll find out if we have.
That's
new
crazy.
babies.
16 months pregnancy. Damn. like.
They want the offspring to live with Najin and Fatu to learn social behavior. I mean, there's only 2 to learn from.
Yeah. But. Well, good luck. I hope it works out for them. That is very, very interesting.
Yeah. Oh, there's another. All right, I am not reading more of this article. There's just even more pictures,
Yeah.
and they just keep going. Here's a guy sleeping next. It's cool.
but yeah, I'm also a doctor and a lawyer. Y'all just don't know this.
You're
You know,
are
you
you
may-
a veterinarian too? You got
Yes, see, you're gonna go to jail because all I know is animal law. And then if you try to give me your animal may not make it because all I know is some laws.
I know what you mean by that, but anyway, I actually do think that is the end of our show there. So thank everybody.
We do not give legal advice.
Yeah. Thank everybody who's watching. If you haven't followed already, like I said, please give us, if you don't mind, give us a follow. We are trying to get to the goal of 250. We are 19 away. We are almost there. Every follower just helps us grow and makes us make better shows for you and your friends. But yeah, you can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and X, formerly known as Twitter. Go to our website, borderlinebanter.com. Oh, Connor, thank you.
Stop saying formerly.
Yeah, thank you for following, Connor. Appreciate it.
Oh,
Oh,
how's
look
it
at
going?
that. Another follow. But yeah, thank you very much, everybody.
Appreciate that.
You just showed up at the end of the show. You can rewatch it later or tune in on Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Yeah, and we're always looking for guests to come on the show, so please give us an email if you're interested. There's a few questions you ask that are below, but just follow those, shoot us an email, and we will get back to you. And on that note, we like to leave every show the same way, letting you know it is okay not to be okay. 988 is a number. It is available in Canada, US. There's also a lot of other numbers there for suicide prevention. A lot of good information to see if your friends or family are going through something. Like, again, it's okay not to be okay. Jermaine, do you have anything to say before we leave?
Yes, just so y'all know, it's not legal advice. I am not really a lawyer or a veterinarian.
So
Okay.
you are really a
Always-
doctor?
Oh, look here. I can tell you what you could do, but not a straight fact. You ain't gonna get me on no. I cannot help you if you sick. Please go see a recommended doctor at the nearest hospital. And
What does that
everything
mean
Yes.
if the rash isn't red, but it's like still itchy?
No, okay, Justin, do you have anything to say before we leave here today?
Just
So-
thanks everyone for being here. On the YouTubes, leave us some comments, hit some buttons on there.
Yeah.
Leave us some stuff.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you very much again for watching. We will be back on Wednesday. I'm gonna send you off to this girl named Lindsay. She's just chatting, so enjoy her chat. I hope you have a great night and see you Wednesday. Bye now.
Wonder what she's chatting about.
I don't know. You tell me
Chatting
what
about
she
Mike.
chat.